Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing Becca Cosmetics, kind of saying bye to the brand. I'm not going to be decluttering any of these products, but these are all, I'm going to be showing you all the Becca products that I own. I will be talking about them a little bit, kind of my farewell. Becca Cosmetics, if you're not aware, is going out of business as of September of this year, so the products that I have are going to be it, and when they're gone, they're gone. Now, granted, I will probably never use up most of these anyway. Before, like, they'll go bad before I use them up. So the only sad thing is once they're gone, they're gone. I won't be able to replace them, but I mean, that is what it is. And then with like cycles of life, people, you know, their tastes change, their products tastes change. So in a couple of years when these are gone, like, and expired and yucky, I probably would have gravitated to something else anyway. But yeah, this is going to be kind of my farewell to the brand, saying goodbye, but not necessarily saying goodbye to these products. So I'm sure by the title it may, I haven't obviously titled it yet, but it'll probably sound like I'm going to declutter this stuff, and I'm not. I'm just going to show you what I have, and we're just going to say goodbye to the brand and kind of talk about products that are good. So definitely go out and get some stuff. I think you can get stuff on Becca still. I haven't been on there recently, so I don't know what they have left, but Poshmark is good. Nordstrom Rack, a lot of the stuff I got from Nordstrom Rack, a lot of it's been from Poshmark, and then I got quite a bit from BoxyCharm, either through the box or through their pop-up sales. So if you can get your hands on products before they're gone while you still want to try them, definitely do that. Like I said, one of these highlighters was purchased recently, so there is still stuff on Poshmark and eBay. So yeah, if there's anything you're interested in trying, I would say get it now while it's still available and not ridiculously expensive, because I'm worried once the brand shuts down, people may try to price gouge a little bit just because you can't get the stuff. So I would say get it now if you're interested in any of this stuff, because it is on Poshmark for a reasonable price at the moment. So yeah, we're going to jump into the video. Hopefully that sounds interesting, and yeah, we're going to get into it. Okay, I feel like I'm a little out of breath. I usually film the intro before I do the video. Not always, but I was trying to talk really fast because I'm trying to keep my video lengths shorter. So let's start with the highlighters, because I think that's what Becca's best known for. I have a basket here. I did declutter one. I think I decluttered Rose Quartz. It's their pink one. I was kind of sad after I found out that they were closing that I had decluttered it, but I wasn't using it, so there really wasn't any reason for me to have it. And I have a very similar shade in this face palette, so like I have this pink one in here. So I'm not, and that's pink cream. I'm not without a pink Becca highlighter, but I mentioned it in a previous video. I just don't gravitate towards like the icy pinks. If I'm going to do a pink, it's generally going to be a like multi-chrome or a duochrome, like with a shift, pink shift. I do have one like icy pink highlighter. It's the Jeffree Star Princess Cut. I do like that one. So I kept that one, and I decluttered like my Laura Geller and my Becca one just because I was not touching them at all, wasn't using them, and I don't want products to go bad, so I passed them along. But the ones that I do have, we'll start with the full size. I have Prosecco Pop. I almost said from ColourPop. From Becca. Looks like this. It's a champagne gold. Champagne gold is my favorite shade to wear if you're new to my channel. I have a ton of champagne gold highlighters, more than somebody needs. This one's a little bit more on the gold side. It's not a straight gold, but it's a little more gold than champagne, but it's pretty. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's full size. These are like $35, which is why I never bought any full size ones, because that's a lot for me to spend on a highlighter, even though I like them. My favorite purchase was their macaroon set. It was a holiday set, so it came with 4. Obviously, I decluttered Rose Quartz, but it was Rose Quartz, Prismatic Amethyst, Vanilla Quartz, and Opal. Opal is my favorite. Prismatic Amethyst is like a holographic almost. It's got a pink shift. Like I said, if I'm going to do a pink, it's going to be something like this versus like icy, straight, like pale pink highlighter. That's just personal preference. There's nothing wrong with those. Vanilla Quartz is a more icy color. I was going to buy another one of these sets last holiday, and they didn't really have any. I was mad at Stila too, because I was going to get another glitter set because mine like dried up and I had to throw all of my my original 3 Stila glitters away because they were just completely dried up. But nobody really had good holiday sets. So this is a true champagne gold. This is opal. This is my favorite Becca highlighter. So you can see it versus, what did I say this one was? Prosecco Pop. So you can see this one's definitely a little bit more gold, but this is, I generally will travel with opal, and I've had this for 2 or 3 years, and I use this one a lot. Generally, this one travels with me, and it's a mini, and you can see like there's a dip in there, but there's not anywhere even close to hitting pan. So I'm pretty sure I will have these until they will expire. And then my newest one I got on Poshmark is Moonstone. I kept hearing people when they were doing their Becca videos talk about Moonstone. It's so great, this and that. So I broke down and bought it. I got a mini. The minis are a better value. And like I said, I've used opal to death and I haven't even hit anywhere close to pan. It's a paler shade. I do like this one. I've been keeping this one in my drawer. These other ones are in my highlighter container, but we'll swatch it next to opal. But it's just a light highlighter. I will say the only thing that bothers me is I'm assuming this is what happened. I don't know because I didn't talk to the seller. This is the original like rubberized packaging, whereas this is obviously like a little more of like a chrome metal packaging, so it's smooth. This is a little bit rubberized. I think she tried to sanitize it, I'm going to say, with a Clorox wipe, and the Clorox is too strong of a cleaner for a packaging like that. Now, somebody that doesn't know a lot about sanitizing products and packaging wouldn't know that, wouldn't be aware of it. So it made it gummy, like sticky. So you can see like I've dropped it and there's hair and fuzz on it. But the product inside is perfectly fine. So the outside's just a little tacky. So that's the only annoying thing about it. But like I said, I'm going to assume she tried to sanitize it and just didn't use the right cleaner, and it just broke down the rubber a little bit, which happened. So I'm assuming that's what happened. It could have been something else, and maybe that's why she sold it. I don't know. Moving on, I do have one blush. I got this from a BoxyCharm pop-up. This is in Foxglove. This is in my blush drawer, or my blush basket with my blushes. It's really, really pretty. It's a little bit darker of a berry, but it's got a little bit of shimmer, and it's just really nice. It's the blush that I'm wearing today. I really, really like this. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get any other shades, but I have a lot of blush. I don't need more than the one that I have. I like this one that I have, and I do use it quite a bit, so I'm happy to have the one. And then that same pop-up sale, I'm going to be super shimmery. I did get a bronzer, and this one is in Sunset Waves. I have been seeing quite a few of these on Poshmark, I think because you could get them through the pop-up sale, but it looks like it's got, you know, blush and highlighter in it, but it's just a really nice, it's the bronzer I'm wearing. Just gives a really nice sun kiss, like a little bit of a shimmer. I like going in with like a matte bronzer to contour, and then I'll go in with a shimmery bronzer to blend it out, and that's how I achieve the look, you know, what I've got going on. So I have different combinations from different brands that I'll use, but I do really like this one, and I've been using it quite a bit. So again, I'm happy to have it. I'll be sad when it leaves, but you know, it is what it is. I have 2 palettes. This one's got like setting spray on it, so it's a little bit spotty, but this is the Becca Chloe and Malika BFF collab that they did. This is the deep one. I'm going to use that loosely because I can use every shade in here, and I'm fair as can be. I look a little more tan today because I'm wearing a foundation that's a hair dark, so it gives me a little more color, but I'm super fair because of COVID and everything. I haven't been going outside much, but this is the deep palette. Again, I got it on Nordstrom Rack for a good deal. I am able to use all 4 of these, even the highlighter. this highlighter works on my skin. So I don't know. I don't think they were involved much in the process. I think they had a couple of meetings and slapped their names on it because Malika's got color. Like, she's African American. Like, you can't tell me that she was like, yes, that's going to work on super deep skin tones. Because if I'm able to use this highlighter, I'm thinking it's going to be a hair light. I could be mistaken, so let me know if you're deeper complected, if you have this, if you were able to use it. But if I'm able to use it, and as fair as I am, it makes me wonder how somebody that's of a deeper complexion. So that's just my thoughts on that. But I love the blushes. You've got kind of a corally, and they're baked, so there's some different colors going on. It's pretty. So you got more of a mauve and more of a like a corally color, peachy. They're very pretty. I like this like baked formula that they did for this. It's a little different than what's in my other one. And then the bronzer, I would say, is more of a satin. I don't use it as a contour. I will use it as the shimmery bronzer that I use to blend, but it's more of a satin, whereas this is a little bit more shimmery. But it's pretty. Like I said, you can't tell me that that's going to work on super deep skin tones, because it's not. Because, like, again, if I can use it, that's saying something. But I like it, so I was happy to get it. Bestie Bronze, Make Me Blush, Yes Girl, and Dusted. These are, like I said, they're like a baked formula almost, but I got it on a good deal. And then something else that I got, I either bought this from Sephora on sale or I got it from Nordstrom Rack. This was their holiday palette from like 2 or 3 years ago. The main reason I got it is because it has Champagne Pop, which is their most popular highlighter. That was the one that Jaclyn Hill created. And then they came out with like Prosecco Pop later and some other ones. But Champagne Pop was really the highlighter that put them on the map, and I didn't own it. So the main reason I got this palette was for Champagne Pop. So you get a decent size of that, and it's a champagne color. It's like an icier champagne color, but it's pretty. And then you got a blush in Berry, and then more shimmery bronzer in Caramel, and then there's Truffle, which is more of a gold highlighter, and then you have the pink in Pink Cream. So like I said, I do still have a pink Becca highlighter, and I am able to use this as a highlighter. I also use it as a blush kind of topper too. I'm able to get away with it for both. It's pretty mixed in with Champagne Pop. It makes it a little bit lighter, but I mainly use that light pink and the dark pink as blushes. And then I'll use that as my shimmery bronzer, and then those two as highlighters. But I like this holiday set, and I like the packaging. It didn't sell real well, I don't think, but it was one of those things where everybody and their mother, I think, has Champagne Pop by now. If you like Becca highlighters, that, you know, like I said, that's their most popular one. So I think people started to get tired of seeing Champagne Pop and everything, because like I said, if you have it already, you don't really need it again. So I don't know. And I like this packaging, you know, with the glitter shaking around it. I don't know why I like that, but I use this one. I've traveled with this. It travels well. It's pretty, you know, sturdy packaging, and I'm able to use all the products in there. Again, like with this one, I'm able to use the highlighter and the bronzer. So it's nice when you have a face palette and you can use it all, because that's the problem with a lot of face palettes, especially when you're fair. Sometimes some of the shades will be too dark, but again, I think Caramel is technically supposed to be a highlighter for like deeper skin tones, but I use, again, the darker highlighters I use as my shimmery bronzer to blend out my contours. So I'm able to utilize them for that. Now, not everybody likes to do that. Not everybody wants a shimmery bronzer, so I get that, but I'm able to use all of those pieces. So I'm happy that I have those, and I will continue to use them until they go bad. We will talk about primer. I probably should have started with this. This is my brand new one. I got this on Poshmark. This is a replacement for the one that I'm trying to use up, but this is the backlight filter. Mine has like this much in it. It's like there's a little bit left. I'm trying to use it up, but this is like the glowy primer. I have it underneath my makeup. It just kind of smooths out your skin. It blurs imperfections, gives you a nice glow. I like to use it with the Urban Decay They're kind of like pink pore filling primer. They work well together to kind of smooth out the skin and make it look really pretty. So I did buy a new one. I got it on Poshmark, so I got it for like $24, something like that. It's cheaper than what you could get it from Becca. And there was an issue with the Becca website where people weren't able to order for a while, so I just went on Poshmark because it's one of those things, the money's already been spent and I'm trying to keep products out of the landfill. So I like to buy things secondhand if I'm able to. So I was able to get a brand new one. The original one that I purchased, I also got through Poshmark, but it was slightly used, so it wasn't completely full. This is completely full, brand new. So I will keep this in the box until I use up my other one. And then when that one's gone, I'm thinking Charlotte Tilbury has a similar product that's around $34. I will probably start purchasing that when this is completely gone, because when this is gone, it's gone. It makes me sad because I do really like it, but I think the Charlotte Tilbury one will be a good transition when I'm done. I do have one foundation. I got it from BoxyCharm. This is the Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour. Now, this was a miss in the BoxyCharm boxes. I have mine in the shade Vanilla. This is a good shade match. Like, this is my shade, so you can see how much darker my foundation is than what I would normally wear. But this is very, very thick. So I saw people like with oily skin trying to use it and have problems. And then I saw people with dry skin and have problems just because it is so thick. I make sure my skin's really hydrated. I use my really good moisturizers when I'm going to go in with this, make sure it sits. I prime my face really well, and I use this with a sponge. I make sure the sponge is really, like, not dripping, but really moist. If the sponge is too dry, this product doesn't like it because it is so thick. Now, this is a foundation that I would wear maybe out to dinner, like a holiday party. I don't do full coverage thick foundations often. I don't need it. My skin tone is pretty even. I'm wearing the ABH foundation today, which does have some coverage, but it's a very thin formula. So something thick like this, like I said, I just don't need it. I have it because it's one of those like wedding, party, holiday, you know, nice dinner. Like, I would use something like this. It's only going to be on for a few hours. This is definitely not one that I would wear all day just because thicker foundations tend to settle into lines on me. But as long as my skin is moisturized and prepped, I don't have a problem with this, and I'm able to make it work. Now, like I said, a lot of people struggled with this, and I think it just depends on your skin type and then how you were prepping, because it is one of those where you do have to take the steps with it, or it's going to like cling to dry patches, or like if you're oily, I could see it moving around. So something to consider, but like I said, I was able to make it work and I like it. I'm happy that I have it. And like I said, it's a special occasion foundation because I'm definitely not a thick foundation wearer, and I generally do tinted moisturizers or BB creams. If I do want coverage, I'll use a CC cream just because I don't need something like this. I don't think it's a bad product. Like I said, I was able to make it work. Not everybody was. A lot of people, I think, decluttered it when they got it in their BoxyCharms, which is unfortunate because it is a good product if you were able to make it work. So, the last two, and this is a longer, ramblier video. I have two lipsticks. This one I bought in the Boxy pop-up with the bronzer and the blush. And then this one I got in a box like a year or two ago. This is in the shade Taupe. This is a very pretty like fall color. So it's just a brownie shade. Like I said, this is a very like fall-esque. It's very creamy. It's hydrating. Ultimate Lipstick. It says Ultimate Lipstick Love. That's all it says. It's got a nice, you know, magnetic. The packaging's nice. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a shine to it. It's not a matte lipstick. Again, something like this is a shade that I would wear in the fall. I haven't worn this a ton lately, but I haven't been wearing much lipstick lately anyway because of the mask situation. And generally at work, I do a liquid lipstick that dries down completely because I do hair. I don't do glosses or like anything creamy because then like if hair flies around at all, it's going to get stuck. So Generally at work, if I wear a lipstick when we didn't have to wear masks, it would be something that dried down completely. Like I don't even do the O for ones at work because they don't dry down completely. So something like this is, you know, weekend, Mike and I go out kind of a thing. So I haven't worn this a ton. I have too many lipsticks. I did do a lipstick declutter and I cut it down, but I have more than anyone needs. So it's just one of those that gets forgotten about, but it's a pretty shade. And then the one that I bought is a Vampy Purple. This is, the writing on the bottoms of these is so small. This is the Lush Lip Color Balm. I haven't actually worn this in the shade Black Violet. This sounded intriguing because it sounded a little bit more hydrating. I like tinted lip balms because I wear masks and it's something that doesn't, it has some color, like I'm wearing the Milk tinted chap lip balm, whatever theirs are called, in the berry one. That's what I have on right now. It's not even lipstick, it's a tinted lip balm. My lips get so dry, I don't drink enough water, and I'm wearing the masks all day, like it's a whole thing. So generally I'll do tinted lip balm. So this sounded interesting and I like a Vampy shade. I don't even think I swatched this. This is very, I like that. You gotta layer it, like it looks a little patchy, but it's a lip balm. I need to put this in my tinted lip balm drawer. Like this is something I would wear in the fall. Again, I like Vampy colors, so I like this. I'm going to put it in with my tinted lip balms. I'll leave that out. I think I thought it was a lipstick. I wasn't really paying attention. I think when I ordered it, I was like, oh, I'm going to try that. And then when it came, I forgot what the product was and I didn't really look at it. That's a tinted lip balm, regardless of what it says. But I like that, yeah, color balm, because I just, it's too drying. Like if I do wear a lipstick, it's going to be something that dries down completely because I have to wear masks. So that is what it is. But I will put that in with my tinted lip balms are in my everyday makeup drawer because that's really all that I'm wearing. So yeah, those are all of the Becca products that I own. I think the only Becca item I decluttered was the Rose Quartz little mini highlighter. But yeah, if there's any highlighters you're interested in, definitely check out Poshmark. And a lot of people sell the minis because, like I said, this, where's Opal? Opal I've had for 2 or 3 years. It's probably 3. I got it during the holiday sale. And this, again, I travel with this one. I use this one a lot. This was my everyday highlighter for a long time. There's a Kaleidos one that's kind of replaced it, so I don't use this one as often anymore, but these will last you a long time, like a long time. So it's worth buying the minis. So yeah, if you're interested in something, definitely pick it up before they're gone. And yeah, I'm sad that the brand has shut down. I was very surprised, although with their collabs recently and their holiday launches not doing well. I'm also not surprised. It's one of those things where there's a lot of brands that I think are in jeopardy now. And probably need to be careful now that Becca is shutting down, because Becca was a big brand and a big name for a long time. So it was shocking and sad, but it happens. So I'm happy that I have the products that I have, and I will continue to use them and love them until they expire, because like I said, I'm not going to go through any of this before it expires. Like that's just not ever going to happen. So I'm happy that I have what I have. Hopefully this was interesting, kind of a reminiscent video. Let me know what you guys thought. Are there any Becca products that you have that you absolutely love? Let me know. Leave me those comments down below. And if you want me to do a video where I actually use the foundation, I think I did use this in a Get Ready With Me a long time ago, like when I first got it. But if you're curious if I am actually able to make it work and I'm not just telling you that, I could do a full face of Becca. I have enough. I don't have a setting powder, but I could do a video where I use majority of the Becca products. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Like I said, I am able to make this work. You just gotta, you can't use too much. A little bit of this goes a long way, and I found it works better with a sponge. This is way too thick to try to go in with a brush. It doesn't soak in, and you just end up moving it around. I found with like a really damp sponge works the best, and the skin has to be hydrated and prepped. You can't go in with just that on dry skin. It's just not going to be a good situation. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you are subscribed before you leave, and hopefully I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.